not my mother. My brother and I grew up military style, moving all over the world with no real roots. It was fun because my mother made everything we did a big adventure. While living in the South Pacific, Mom got books on seashells and ocean life and taught us about it. We walked from our island to a neighboring island across the reef when the tide was low, and you could see different fish up close. When we moved to upstate New York, we were once again the new kids. My mom knitted my brother and me mittens that were puppets. Guess who had immediate friends the first day on the bus? My mom was a Boy Scout den mother and was active in my Girl Scout troops, teaching knitting and crochet. She was fun and funny. Rules simply did not apply to her. They were made to be broken. She got what she wanted, did what she wanted, and had what she wanted. And it didn't matter who got hurt along the way. The truth was, I had two moms. The good one who knitted puppets, and the bad one who came into my room when I was 12 years old, took me by the hand, and led me into her bedroom where my stepdad was. Born in Dallas, we always came back to that area, but never the same place. It never occurred to me how convenient that was for my parents. We never lived up anywhere long enough to raise suspicions, and were gone when the wind changed. I was raised in a home where you flew below radar, tried not to be noticed, and for heaven's sake, you did not do anything to make my parents mad. Mom and my stepdad were drinkers. When they were drunk, we were abused mentally, physically, and for me, sexually. They were drunk every night. I was saved at 21, but I did not know anything about being a Christian or living a Christian lifestyle. 2 years later, I was unmarried when I learned I was pregnant with my first daughter. My mom called when she found out I was pregnant. At 23, she ridiculed, "You don't need a baby. I'll send you the money for the abortion. Just do it." Her words told me that she thought I was worth nothing, and that the baby growing in my belly was worth even less. I don't know what to call the pain that I felt. "I'm not going to do that," I told her. "The first time you see this baby, you'll understand why." Andrea was 6 months old the first time my mother came to see her. I placed Andrea in her arms, and she wept. She said nothing. I never really thought about what being a mother meant until Andrea was born. When she came out of me and I saw her, I was overwhelmed with a love that I didn't know existed. I also discovered that I didn't have a clue about what I was doing. My dilemma was that I was raised by two moms. I had to choose which one I would be for my girls. Was I going to be the mom who would let bad things happen to her kids because to stop them meant her own fun would be over? Or was I going to be the mom who made life fun with them, who protected them, who put them first? The one thing I did know was that I wanted to raise my girls to 18 without them ever being molested or raped. I knew that. Armed with only prayer, a book from my doctor, a great mother-in-law, and the phone number for the pediatrician memorized, motherhood began. It was hard. It is easy to become the person who raised you when she is all you know. I had urges to slap my daughter across the face, kick her, shove her down, and hit her. I cried when I had them, reliving my own childhood, but I was determined to be different than my mom. I never acted on those urges. I did, however, inherit my mother's addiction. When Andrea turned 7, the earliest age I remember being abused, My drinking reached a new level. I knew that I needed help so that my daughters would never have to live the life I knew as a child. I went through outpatient treatment and joined AA. My sponsor was a Christian. 9 years after my salvation, he taught me how to live as a Christian. Through his guidance, I learned how to turn to the Lord for strength and support. I learned how to be different than my mom. By the grace of God, I did get Andrea to 18 with no incidents, my younger daughter as well. For me, this is a huge victory. Sure, I made mistakes along the way, but they were not the mistakes my mom made. I didn't do everything right, but I didn't do the wrong she did. Now I get to see Andrea as a mom. I see the woman she became in spite of my family history, because I decided the madness stopped with my mom. Thank you.